We're going to bring in our two experts right now. We have joining us this election night Dr. Matt Mott, who's an assistant professor of political science at Oklahoma State University. We also have Dr. David Blatt, who's a professor of public policy at OU Tulsa. Gentlemen, we are starting to see some results come in, and you called it, a long time ago that Oklahoma would go to President Trump. We're also looking at some of the state question results. Have you had a chance to take a look at the results of those yet?
There's just 11 precincts reporting right now, but we've got a decent number of mail ballots coming in. And it looks like right now, both are tending toward reject, although that is with very few of the votes in. One of the things that I think are so interesting about these two questions is that public opinion polls did a pretty good job predicting how Oklahoma would vote on Medicaid expansion this summer. Both polls, both recent Sooner polls, projected that both ballot propositions should pass. But critically, there were a lot of undecided voters, and neither earned a majority. So the results of those two questions, I think, are going to be very interesting to follow tonight.
And Dr. Blatt, what do you think about this?
Seeing this, the same early numbers that Matt has seen with both state questions polling around 40% yes, 60% no. And at this point, I think it would be a long shot for either of them to pass. I think in the case of state question 805, in particular, the sentence enhancement, there was a very active campaign among the law enforcement community to suggest that this would give, more rights and shorter sentences for violent criminals, which certainly the supporters of 805 have contested. But I think voters are just hearing a lot of noise from both sides. But it sounds like maybe letting domestic violence abusers and other violent criminals through jail, then they're probably going to be cautious and vote no. So we're not sure, but I think at this point it looks fairly grim for the advocates of both those state questions.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. We'll talk with you again in 30 minutes now.